We've been talking about summer slide for autism in the classroom and this phenomenon that teachers call it the summer slide because kids lose ground during the summer. And for those of us who have kids who are on the autism spectrum, we can't afford that. In fact, we need to make up ground. And so this is an ideal time over the summer. We have 5 things that we recommend, and we've already talked about reading and writing and how you can do that at any level with kids and that it really helps supercharge them. So this one might be a little bit of a surprise to you, but number 3 on our list of things to do is draw. And here's the thing, when we talked about writing, and you can go back and watch that one, we talked about at different levels, how you're working on holding a crayon or holding a pencil or holding a pen, whatever. Well, when you're drawing, you're really putting into motion that activity. It actually will help with their tripod grasp so that it'll help the writing too, but you're working on different areas of the brain when you're drawing. In fact, the book that I recommend to you is Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. It's not difficult reading, and it is something that Betty Edwards, who taught art, put out. It's not something specifically for people with autism. It's just a book in how we can shift our drawing mind to the right side of our brain, because and she explains in great detail how there's 2 halves of our brains and they deal with different tasks, and that when we can sharpen different sides of our brains for different tasks, and when we can sharpen our ability to go back and forth between the lobes, we will see that we will be more productive at more things. And that when you first start to work on shifting something from the left brain to the right brain or the right brain to the left brain, it actually causes anxiety in the beginning, but as you get better at it, it can reduce anxiety. So I encourage you to read the book, but there are some great exercises in that book that you can do with anyone. A couple of summers ago, that was my thing, and Jem and I did exercises from drawing on the right side of the brain, and I saw such a benefit for both of us. Really, I saw a benefit to his speech as a result of it, and it can be very fun to draw something. I think with little kids, we always want to be praising them for whatever they draw and not try to get them to do a certain thing. But drawing on the right side of the brain won't cause that, but it will cause them to shift which side of the brain they're working on drawing with, because to be really good and productive, you want to be on the right side of your brain when you draw, because you get into deep, deep creativity and actually can create beautiful, beautiful things and reduce your anxiety. So check it out. You can do it for yourself first, do the exercise, and then modify it for your child. Make sure, as with all the things that we talk about, it has to be reinforcing. And drawing to start, I look at the videos of Wyatt, and Wyatt loved to draw and paint. My kid didn't love it. Wyatt will sit, if you give Wyatt paper and he will sit and draw and draw and draw. My kid wouldn't want to do that. So make sure that you only do it for an amount of time that's reinforcing, and that you pair something that's reinforcing with it so that your kid enjoys drawing. It will have huge, huge benefits for them. Let them be creative, but if you want to, I encourage you to use drawing on the right side of the brain for yourself and for your kiddo to find ways to be even more productive.